All right, hookers, we're gonna go live. How's that sound? How's that suit your fancy, Matt?
It's good.
You're talking a little quietly, though, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Welcome to the Practical Pistol Show, people. My name's Ben. Here to answer shooting questions. Angry Matt Hopkins. Say hi.
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 Am I loud enough now?
I don't know.
Your microphone's still jacked up.
Yeah, it's too
Alright,
quiet,
fuck
dude.
you.
Turn up your shit.
Fuck you all.
Like, fuck you both, I think is the way to do it.
Whatever.
Okay. And Nick the Dick Yantola's here as well.
I guess.
Hello.
You're gonna keep doing that, huh?
What?
That nickname?
Might as
Well,
well
he
just
keeps
throw
being
in.
a dick, he's gonna be Nick the Dick. You keep being angry about stuff, you're gonna be angry Matt. I don't know, come up with a fun nickname for me.
Bitch ass Ben.
Bitch ass Ben, that's me. My ass made of bitches. Or whatever. I love it.
All right.
All right.
What you got?
I listen to the podcast religiously and have a couple questions for you, the panel. Along with running the drills from your books and other books, is it ever a good idea to practice the classifiers? Should you stay away from them and just shoot them as they arrive? Let's handle this question first. Should we practice classifiers, guys?
Yes.
Known drills that you know how good you're doing on sound like a good thing to practice.
Yes. I mean,
Albeit classifiers or not.
entirely separate from anybody's misgivings about the idea of practicing classifiers. It's not a bad idea to do that.
No, not at all.
Okay, that's kind of a softball. Let's carry on. I know reloading while standing still is one of the worst things to do, and I'm constantly told by local GMs to cut it out for faster stage times. How do you get away from stationary reloads if the stage's arrays calls for more than 12 rounds, more than 10 rounds at one spot, or if the spot has steel that you miss, messing up your round count? Would you move to another spot, making the reload on the move, and then go back, or how would you handle said situation? What the fuck?
That's going to be totally dependent on the stage design. Totally dependent on the stage
Yeah, I mean,
design.
if the stage forces you to shoot more than 11, you're fucked. You have to stand there and do a reload, right?
Yeah. Now, I don't know all the rules. Isn't there some rule though that says you can't require more than some number of shots
8.
at one position?
8.
Yeah, but
8.
Position
people
or
abuse the shit out of that. Honestly, I mean, it is frequently the case that the way a stage is constructed, it may not strictly speaking require more than 8, but it might be advantageous to shoot 15 from basically one spot. I've seen that a number of times.
Yeah, sure. So if you're limited or open, it's great. But if there's another spot you have to go to where you can re-engage those targets and you have to go there anyway to shoot some other targets you can't see from the other spot, then,
No, I mean, even that.
then you can reload on the move.
There may be
Yeah.
a stage where the idea, I mean, just the way it's built is you're going to shoot like 15 while you basically stand still.
you can't do anything about that.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You're just going to reload standing still.
Yeah.
When it's,
Yeah, you have to.
if you,
I do not encounter that much anywhere that I can think of right offhand.
I would
I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
If you fuck your round count up and go to slide lock, I would not move to another position to do the load and then have to move back again. You got to suck up the standing reload there.
I wouldn't move. Yeah, I wouldn't move for the sake of moving. But I'm saying if the stage is designed correctly within the rules, you should probably have to move anyways.
yeah. Well, let's cover the other scenario that he's got here is where you have steel in the mix, and if you miss steel, you're basically fucked and have to do a standing reload. The solution is to learn to hit the steel, to be honest. Is it not?
It is.
Yeah, and that should factor into his training where it's like, oh, so if I miss the steal and I have to do a standing reload, that really fucks shit up. So the solution is learn how to hit the steal and understand how much your butt is going to hurt if you don't hit the steal. I mean, no, I view a standing reload in a situation like that. That's a miss.
That's a mic, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I see this a lot with newer shooters at our club matches. So if you're at the end of the stage and you miss the last shot on a popper, just take the mic. You're not going to help yourself by reloading at that point to shoot it.
Depends on how slow they are.
If they're reloading to shoot that shot, they're too slow to make it count. But if I come to the last position on basically any stage and I miss the last popper and I'm out of ammo, I'm not reloading. I'm taking that mic.
Yeah, but our factors are going to be higher than what a normal shooters will be. If their factor is 3 on the stage.
So if I'm not going to do it, they
worth
definitely
5
shouldn't
seconds.
do it.
Oh,
Yeah, but it might take them 5 seconds to load and get the shot off and hit the steel.
think?
I don't know. I've seen some pretty terrible people, Matt.
I mean, on average, I'm not going to reload in that situation. So, like a brand new shooter definitely shouldn't reload in that situation.
What if a guy that knows how to reload? I think he should.
Like you said, it depends on the hit factor of the stage. But say you miss that next shot, which is
You got
very
fucking
possible.
10 rounds. You got 9 more rounds. Get after it.
I'm telling you, you're fucking yourself. Just take the mic, move on to the next one. It's my opinion most of the time.
My opinion is learn how to hit the fucking steel.
Yeah, that's the key in that situation.
That's pretty,
wow. Yeah. Nick, you just came online on Skype. Did you know that?
No.
Skype's just notified me that you're online. That's nice of them.
Well, that's good. I'm online. Yeah. Okay. I'm online on 2 different Skypes right now. It's all good.
Oh my god.
So to answer his last question, I mean, it's extremely it's 2-stage dependent to where you can come up with a universal answer to just say do this all the time, and yet
the universal answer is don't fucking miss. That's the number one thing you can do.
Well,
when it gets to the point where should I do a standing reload to hit the steel or move a few steps? It's like, I don't know, bro, you're fucked. Like, you already fucked up.
Yeah, I'm in a situation where it's just like much easier to take 15 shots or whatever from one spot.
Well, there's no way around it.
It's going to depend on the.
If that's the way the stage is built, that's the way it's built.
Yeah.
And you just have to stand there and do a reload. All right. Hey, Ben, I started seriously training 6-7 months ago. It's mainly been dry fire due to the fact that I moved. Okay. I've noticed significant gains from training. I was horrible when I started, but right now I'm still a solid D. I shot my first match Sunday in production division. I was probably one of the fastest shooters there, but my accuracy was horrible. Okay, he's going on to explain. He put a lot of pressure on himself. Okay, the real reason I sucked was that I didn't grip the pistol worth of shit. I seem to do this with live fire. When I dry squeeze the fuck out of the gun like you described in your videos and books, with live rounds, the gun goes to shit. I become limp. I become a limp wrist bitch. I don't know why I do it. Try to focus on it during live training, but after a string of shots, I notice it goes right to limp wrist again. Another thing I've noticed is I suck at the beginning, the practice, and the match. I finish strong though. Why am I limp wristing at live fire? How do I start and stay consistent? Is there a problem with me, or do I need to do something different with my training? Please help me. This is fucking embarrassing. Oh man. This is terrible. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what he means by limp wristing. Do you mean just not hanging onto the gun hard?
Right, yeah, I think that's what he means. I think he's just saying he's not gripping the gun hard enough in live fire, even though he concentrates on it in dry fire mechanically.
Well, there's something's wrong here. If that's his one job, if that's his one thing that he's thinking about, then why not go? All right, how about this? How about work on in his practice programming in a stage? So you could have a more complicated dry fire scenario, work on programming a stage so he can shoot the stage kind of subconsciously. And then his one job when he's actually shooting a real stage then becomes to hold on to the gun the way he wants to. How does that sound? Because it might be that when he's at a match shooting a stage, he's thinking about all this other bullshit. Instead of just like, okay, I want to hold the gun hard. That's it. That's my one job. Do you like that suggestion?
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like maybe that's not his one job in dry fire. Just maybe that's what you really want to change. Then maybe you need to just really concentrate on that and forget everything else for however long it takes. Like I don't know what else to say about that. If he's really doing it well in dry fire, then you should be doing it in live fire too.
Yeah, and for sure. And then when he says, "How do I start and stay consistent?" That's like consistency comes from training. So when this guy's out there training, he probably starts shooting a little bit and he's terrible. Then it's like a reminder, like, oh, I need to hold the gun like this, pull the trigger like this. That's gonna, and then okay, then he starts getting results. So the things that he picks up on early in the practice session, starts paying attention to, and then gets better. That's the stuff he needs to put into his training to pay attention to all the time. So he goes and does a dry fire and is like, okay, I'm going to be good all the time now. Like, because I want to practice on these things. And then he goes out and he shoots and he's like, okay, I'm doing, more consistent. I'm better right from the jump. That's the kind of stuff I'd tell him to focus on. But that's just me.
This guy's got a ton to work on. I think he probably needs to pick one thing at a time. And that's the only way he's going to start getting better.
Sounds like sound advice. Right?
Just one other thing, and I'm not picking on him, but
sounds like you are.
Where?
I mean, Nick, you don't say that. I don't think you say that prefacing a nice comment.
Okay,
do you?
True. But where? I mean, I've never seen a club where if you are a solid D-class shooter, you're one of the fastest guys there.
I didn't want to address that because I thought it was like...
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to be a dick asshole here, but like where... You need to go somewhere and find some better shooters as well. That's going to help you also.
Damn. Just like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I've never seen a club. I've never seen a club where a solid D shooter is the best guy there.
I don't know what a solid D shooter even fucking means. Like he's solidly into the class of D. Like
I guess
25%.
Well, it had to be a mistype.
C.
It had to be a mistype.
I'm assuming he's like in the upper range of D class classification. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure exactly how to interpret that either. But
to me, solid implies he's D class and staying there for a while.
Okay, to me it means he's like almost ready to hit C.
I'm just fucking around. I don't even know what solid D class means. If somebody said solid D class to me in person, I just kind of look at him and be kind of confused. Like, what?
Is he a solid participation person or not, Nick?
I don't know.
Well, he says I shot my first match in production division recently. So, it sounds like, maybe your expectations are outsized for the amount of training you've done. I mean, it sounds like you may need to spend a lot more time practicing than you are.
Yeah, that, and I'm skeptical of anybody at sort of a low ability level like that. I'm skeptical of their ability to diagnose what it is they're doing wrong. A good example is somebody's like, I'm not gripping the gun right. And then, okay, and you kind of watch them shoot, and it's like they're pulling the trigger sideways and pushing the gun down low, like pushing into every time they fire. And it's like, then they're like, well, I need to grip the gun harder, right? It's like, no, you need to stop doing that. That thing that you're doing has to stop. So
another very fair point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm skeptical of their ability to self-diagnose. Like, if this guy could help himself, he wouldn't be in D class. Well, not for any length of time, anyway.
Yeah, it's like he probably doesn't have the muscles built up to control the gun a lot.
I don't know. I'm skeptical of that too because he says he shoots well once he gets going in a practice session or a match.
So he does say I shot my first match Sunday in productive division. I wonder if that means that he's like C in another division, or if it means he literally just shot his first USPSA match, period, last weekend. So I don't know. It sounds like he needs more experience, and then he needs to get around better shooters, and then he'll probably start to get a better idea of what his issue is there.
Yeah. Well, guys, another bang-up episode, I feel. Should we call it this one? Sure.
It's
Yeah.
only
All
been-
right, listener people, if you've got a shooting question you want the answer to, go to benstoeger.com. We'll be happy to answer for you. Where are you guys going this weekend? Got any matches?
Arkansas.
Oh, is Mr. Mink going to be there?
No. Kwanzaa will be there, though.
Hansik's going to Arkansas?
It's a Walter home range.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
He's a full-time student, right?
No, he's a
Yeah.
pro shooter, man. Basically. I bring home bacon now. Fucking guy. Nick, are you going anywhere?
Nope, I'm not. I'm here practicing, hopefully, and among other things that are consuming my time.
I'm going to shoot nationals this weekend.
Who's nationals?
Norway. Norwegian
Awesome.
production nationals.
So you've done that before, right?
I shot their standard nationals once.
Okay, so this
I had
is
had a production
standalone
gun.
production. Okay.
No, it's I think the way they do it is they'll like have
standard division nationals. Okay.
Well, they have they'll have matches around, and then they just designate, okay, this match is the national match for this division, and then if you want, like, the national title will be for that division, and then guys pile into that division if they want to shoot it.
Oh, okay. So
They
they
can
have
kinda
it's
shoot
a
whatever they
regular
like a regular
multi-division match, but they say this is nationals for X division.
Yeah, but it's the production national match.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
So that means all their guys will be in production. They got some pretty good shooters there, so should be interesting. Should be fun. It's on the west coast of the country, by the fjords.
Is it cold there?
Like right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably high temp will be around 70 during the day.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it's perfect. I tend to migrate north a little bit during the summer, and I migrate like south during the winter. So like I'll be in like Norway this month, Canada next month.
That's way too sensible, sir.
You know, and then when it warms up again, like December, I'm gonna be in Argentina. January, I'll be in Australia, and then like kind of migrate back. You know what I mean? That's the way to do it, really, if you think about it, Matt.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, I think Australia will be fucking heinous in January. Holy shit.
Australia?
Hot as balls.
I was going to say, that'll be the dead-ass middle of their summertime down there. Right?
It is fucking terrible. Like Argentina, when I went in January, was like miserable. How hot it was. Whatever. I'll live with it. It's my cross to bear, Matt.
It is.